And we also got some snippets of João Palhinha as well. As look at this, he's here, he's beautiful, he's at Hotspur Way. João Palhinha in the Spurs gear. Lovely to see.
It is. I mean, rumours broke about him being there after the game, didn't it?
Yeah.
This had been kept under the wraps, and it's great to finally have that one over the line and know this is sorted. And it's very good to see him in the Spurs gear.
Yeah, this next one as well is Pedro Porro back at Hotspur Way. Can't believe they're back already, to be honest, but he's creeping round the corner and saying hello to his old mate they used to play for Sporting Lisbon together. There's João Palhinha and Pedro Porro reunited.
Damn right. Look, I mean, I love Pedro Porro. He bleeds blue and white. I love this man. Mate, they have got back ridiculously quick, haven't they?
Yeah.
Ridiculously
they
quick.
left like straight after the game, they must have.
Like we did to go to Australia last season to play Newcastle. We just did that on the way back. It's lovely when you see things like this, isn't it? They're reunited, and it's wonderful to see. I didn't realise the difference in height between him. It's like, now let's get Vuskovic in that frame.
It's quite mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
This was from the open training, which I don't think reacted to. Look at this. Yves Bissouma absolutely bawling his eyes out. It's got to be something to do with Sonny, right?
Either Sonny or the fact that this may be his last game.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a transfer in the offing, but you would imagine all tears were to Sonny.
But big up to Yves Bissouma. This was Jed Spence's tribute to Sonny on social media. He says, a true leader, a true captain, a true legend of the game, the nicest person I've met in world of football. Thank you for your guidance on and off the pitch. It was a true honour to share and play alongside you on the field. Wishing you all the best, brother. Tottenham legend. Fitting tribute.
Of course, I mean, I would imagine every single Spurs player has pretty much said exactly the same thing with different words. Everyone, whether you played with him or played against him, everyone just loves Sonny, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't not. It's impossible not to.
Exactly.
Archie Gray, his tribute to Sonny yesterday on social media was, thank you, Sonny, for everything. You've helped me so much since I came to Spurs, and being able to share the pitch and train with you every day was a dream come true. But as an amazing footballer as you are an even better person who supported every one of his teammates and staff and led by example every day. Thank you for everything. Everyone will miss you. And that's just the key thing that everyone says, like, above everything, just the person that he was.
100%. And like with Porro, we've just seen walking in. How weird is it going to feel for the staff in that training ground and everyone associated at Tottenham that Heung-min Son is going to walk through those doors?
Yeah, I know.
They won't. You know what I mean? I don't know if he cleared his locker out and everything before he left, or he needs to come back and stop off at England before he flies off to America. But like I said, for players like Archie Gray, who was playing championship football 2 seasons ago, is now had the joy and privilege of playing alongside that man and getting to know that man, fitting tribute.
Yeah. Now, we've got some quotes from Ange Postecoglou on Son Heung-min. And the first one here is... So Postecoglou admitted that he encouraged players to win the Europa League for Sonny. And he says, I told them, if we can elevate Sonny to a level above some of the best players that have ever played for this club by winning something and having him lift the trophy, we're all going to be part of something special. We're going to be part of his legacy. And that's kind of similar as well, how like Argentina were in the World Cup for Messi, weren't they?
Correct. Ange Postecoglou is absolutely bang on the money here. Bang on the money. And these are the things Ange Postecoglou used to be able to say. Speaking to the players emotionally and pulling on the heartstring was one thing he was absolutely sensational at.
Yeah.
And what he said there is absolutely spot
on. Some more quotes from him as well. The next one is on choosing Son as the club captain and what his decision process was. And he says, I thought the key thing in looking for a leader was a unifier. And this is who Sonny is. He could literally sit at any table in the lunchroom, whether it was staff or players, and get a conversation going. That was going to be important for us. His demeanour at the training ground, the way he trained was almost like it was his first year player every time he was out there. If your leaders are not engaged or lack enthusiasm at any stage, that filters through the whole group. But he would not allow that to happen. And, you know, a lot of people talk about Son and his leadership style and when he was captain, should he be a captain? But I think it was the right decision in the end to make him captain. I think he was the only one fit for the job, to be honest.
Yeah, as I've said, Ben, and you know I've said this before. My idea of a captain is more like an enforcer on the pitch, like a Vieira, a Terry, a Keane, so on and so on. But we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. There's different ways of being a captain. Hugo Lloris and Harry Kane weren't exactly the biggest ones for that, were they? Ledley King wasn't one. There's different attributes that managers see that we don't see, and they want from their leader. And one thing I have always said is some behind the scenes is probably no one. No, well, they're not probably. There is no one better.
Yeah.
So on those premises and everything, it was the right decision.
He's got quotes on Son Heung-min, the man, as well, and he says he's exactly as you see him. Sometimes the public perception of a person is a lot different to how they actually are. But with Sonny, there was no difference in the way the public perceived him to how he was in private. The one thing about Sonny that people don't understand is that he's lived in a goldfish bowl for pretty much the entirety of his career. He's always had eyes on him. To live with that sort of cauldron for as long as he has, and I doubt that you could find one person to say something negative about him, is just incredible. And that's so true, isn't it? Because he's like been the face of Korea for so long. He's had a nation just literally just watching every single little thing he's done from even before he joined Tottenham. And you'll never hear one person ever say something negative about him, which is insane.
No, correct. Now, I want to go on. There's no other words to put with that part, but the one bit that strikes me with this is the living in a goldfish bowl, which he has not only in career. When you come to England and you're playing in the Premier League and you're a player of this magnitude, you don't get a minute's peace. And we all know what the British media can be like, the British press. You just don't get a second to yourself. He has been in a goldfish bowl in London, in England. Everyone's wanted a piece of him. And if you listen to the people like Steven Gerrard and Rooney and everyone that comes out here for football, they come here and say, even Beckham, I mean, Beckham's a different story. They're like, it's a different world. He'll come here. Obviously, there'll be eyes on him everywhere. But the way that the quality of life and the way the media are out here in North America with the sports stars or whatever compared, unless it's a scandal or whatever, he will have peace. He will be somewhat in a goal, but he will get a lot more peace and quiet over here, media-wise, than he was back home in England. And he's right, he has been in a goldfish bowl his entire career, and he'll get a bit of peace from that over here.
The one thing I would say about that is that he is going to a place which has the biggest expat Korean community in the world. So he is going to have a lot of people, obviously, a hell of a lot of people adoring fans there as well. So
that'll be welcome, though. That'll be welcome.
Of course. Yeah.
Compared to that, I'm talking media-wise. Obviously, he's going there. Yeah. There's creature comforts he's going to have and be feeling at home, have a big South Korean community that will obviously welcome him with open arms. But how the media are over here with sports stars, unless there's like he won't be so much in a goldfish bowl here, that's for damn sure.
And the last one from Ange says, I made him a big focus of our Europa run because I thought he was symbolic of where people saw the club. Obviously, he's an outstanding player, but what was missing was the key piece of success. And I'm just so happy that he ended his career with that success that he thoroughly deserved. The only big shame is that he didn't have more.
Correct. And if you look at all the players that have gone from this football club, from our beloved football club, from this great football club, that we said it's criminal that they didn't leave with silverware, this man deserved it. This man stood by us when the waters got rough, when things weren't going right, and he has been proven right for staying.
Yeah.
And he has got that. And look at that smile. We're going to miss that smile. And he's holding something that we have wanted for 17 years.
Yeah.
European-wise 41. And he will go down forever and a day as the man that delivered it.
Absolutely. Some more reactions from his ex-teammates, this time from Serge Aurier. And Aurier says, arrive like a young king, you leave as a big legend, you can be proud of yourself, my brother, love. This picture, this just got to all of us yesterday. As soon as he got subbed off, sitting on the sidelines there, this guy says, no, this is killing me, I'm so sad. And I think that's how all of us felt just watching that yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was that. Then obviously there was the interview he did in the tunnel when he couldn't compose himself, and that one really got to me. That one really got to me. I think the emotion and the adrenaline kicked in big time here, didn't it? And he's just realised that that's it. No more wearing that shirt. No more leading this team out. And 10 years 10 years probably just flew by him,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it got to him. In fact, do you know what? I think we'd all be the same.
Yeah. This next one is you can see just the reactions of some fans in the stadium as well. And actually, this guy, Sim, actually interviewed him outside the ground. But, you know, fans tearing up in the stands, Sonny bawling his eyes out on the sidelines. I mean, there was not a dry eye in the house yesterday. And, wow, I'm just watching this now. I'm still getting shivers up my spine.
Mate, Sim's been lucky. He's bumped into Son. He's bumped into this guy. He's bumped into fans that have been caught on camera. Sim's having a whale of a time.
Of course he is.
Having a whale of it.
Spurs Army says James Maddison tribute video for Son is something truly special. This really was, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
So if you haven't seen that, go over to James Maddison on Instagram. It was really special tribute that he did. Yves Bissouma with his dedication to Son, and he said, "One of the best person I've ever seen in my life, Captain Sonny. Thank you for everything you did for me." He says in and off the pitch, but specifically on the pitch, you are a big brother, the friend, the real guy everyone needs to have in life, and best example ever for me at any aspect. You are a real role model, was a great friend to spend time with you every day. I learned a lot from you, especially as a person, have a lot to say, but you know already what I'm thinking of you. I'm going to miss you. We're going to miss your energy in the changing room. But it's football life. Wishing you all the best for your next chapter. My friend, my captain, my big brother. Was great to know and meet you and know you. Good luck, legend of Tottenham. See you soon, big brother. Love you, legend. And that is all with no punctuation in whatsoever. Just one long sentence.
I have to say, obviously, first of all, the James Maddison video is a real tearjerker, and literally his team that have put it together, it's just an incredible video, especially with Can't Smile Without You being played in the background. Bissouma, the biggest thing we should all be able to take from this is we all know about Sonny the player.
Yeah.
We all know about, and we all talk about, oh, he was such a nice guy. He was always smiling. When you hear the way they talk about the impact he's had on their life as a human being, as a man, as a skipper, not as a footballer, it's just so refreshing in a time where there's so much hate in the world, so much anger, to hear such wonderful words about another person.
Yeah, absolutely. This was Junai Beifeld on Instagram. Obviously, Junai is an academy product coming through, and he just says goodbye with a goat emoji, with them two hugging on the pitch after the game yesterday, which I thought was a really nice touch. This one was from Rodrigo Bentancur, the next one, saying, my captain, my brother, my friend and partner. Thank you all for all these years shared. Everyone knows knows who you are as a player, but I'll stick to who you are as an individual, with a giant heart that welcomed me with open arms from day one. And after so much struggle, we could raise a glass together in the club that saw you arrive as a child and sees you leave like a legend. Thanks for everything, brother. We're going to miss you a lot in our club. Wishing you and your family the best on this new path. Hope to meet you soon, legend. I love you so much. Wow. That's a great message from Rodrigo. This next one, this was Ben Davis and Sonny after the game. Really emotional moment. Oh, God. And then Ben was speaking after the game as well, saying, talking about Son, my best friend one of my best friends in the world. And I think he's the godfather to his son as well, Sonny.
Right.
Lee McQueen saying, to love another man and one you have never met, we love you, Sonny. And I think that's pretty much the way we all feel about Sonny, isn't it?
Yep. Mic drop from Lee McQueen there.
Next one, this is Richarlison on Instagram. He's got an AI statue of Sonny, and he said, at Spurs official, please. And I think that is also how we're all feeling right now.
Yeah, do you know what? There's going to be a lot of talk about this there's no doubt in time Sonny definitely deserves one. Whether it be the first one will be up for debate, but there's got to be a time in our lifetime where that is actually a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Next one is actually about Dele Alli quickly. And there was a report that said that Dele Alli is not considering retirement and is currently looking for his next opportunity. So that's great for all of us to hear.
Yeah, but I just hope Dele, obviously there's something still not right in what's going on, and I wish him all the best. Focus on yourself, look after yourself, and just get back to where you were, and be happy with yourself and in yourself. Football is an afterthought, and mental health is obviously something I'm very, very passionate about and champion, and I just hope he can get back to how he was years ago and have that smile on his face and be happy within himself.
Jay Harris, Son Heung-min is expected. Yeah, we've gone through that. Pape Matasar, let's look at his dedication to Son. And he says, to a Tottenham Hotspur and Premier League legend, thank you for your leadership and all the memories, my friend. Seeing how much you mean to this club has been so inspiring to me, and being a part of the journey has been an honour. I'm happy that you leave Spurs as a winner and wish you the best of luck in your new chapter. Lovely words there from Pape. Yep. This was Brennan's celebration on the pitch yesterday as well, which was a fitting tribute to Sonny as well. He couldn't celebrate any other way yesterday, could he?
No, not at all. Definitely not.
Pedro Porro, with his message on Instagram saying, my captain, I can't thank you enough for your help and guidance since I've been here. A big part of the reason why I'm so happy here is because of your support, along with the memories we've made together in this squad. With what you mean to this club, you are a true example of a top professional, and you leave Tottenham not only as a legend, but also as a brother to all of us. Best of luck, mi amigo.
It's wonderful to see. It is, honestly, it's just wonderful to see, and we don't expect anything less than these wonderful tributes coming into him.
And then after the game on the pitch yesterday, all the squad got together and just started throwing him up in the air, which I thought was such a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Look at that. Incredible. Incredible. Clara says everyone loves him, and there's Anthony Gordon and Sonny having an embrace yesterday, and we all saw what Anthony Gordon was saying about Sonny last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, the reaction from even after the game, all the Newcastle players wanted to shake his hand more than they wanted to shake anyone else's, including the Newcastle players, their own selves. He is such a icon for the Premier League, for football in England, and he's just, it's the right thing to do. He's had an impact on everyone.
Yeah. Kieran says, this is really it, man. So that's another one of Sonny on the sidelines. Just gets me every time seeing that. The next one from One Football saying, after 10 incredible years, Sonny leaves as a legend of the club, and that's from his first till his very last. Unbelievable. The captain says, make no mistake, we'll never see another player like this at our club again. You never really know you're in the good old days until you've left them. Sonny will always be the good old days when I think about this club in the coming years. My skipper. Oh, man. Just these messages just getting me every single time. It's just mad. Alex says, Sonny, icon forever, which is always going to be the case. AC saying, he's a mess, I'm a mess, we're all a mess. And I think that's exactly how we're all feeling and probably still feeling today. Blue Deer says, a tender kiss. Look at that little kiss from Vicario. I think that's what I think that's...
he did it at the airport as well.
Yeah, he did. Oh, man. Match of the Day tweeted out saying Son Heung-min played his final time for Spurs. He was given a guard of honour by both Spurs and Newcastle players on his way off the pitch after getting subbed. And that's a really nice touch, wasn't it, from even especially the Newcastle players? Yeah,
I think that was always going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that was always going to happen. And it's always lovely to see.
Yeah. Zara says, best friend forever. Sonny and Ben Davis, whilst Sonny's giving Ben Davis the captain's armband as he was going off.
Looks like he's putting a wedding ring on his finger.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Looks like he's just proposed.
This one here is, again, just before they started lifting him up, they're all having a nice little moment with Sonny in the middle, just showing the togetherness and just how much he actually means to this squad. Yeah, this next one, again, it's just Sonny being lifted up by the fans. I bet LAFC are watching that saying, be careful now.
Exactly. Can you imagine? Could you, knowing I like you, could just see that have happened, couldn't you?
Yeah. Ben Jacobs, this is the moment when Sonny was substituted. Just emotion pouring out from everywhere. And yeah, like I said before, not a dry eye in the house. And it's a 3-minute clip, so if you haven't seen it, do go and watch it.
That's the short version.
Yeah, literally. The substitute was so long, they only added on 2 minutes at the end of the game. And I was like, what?
And the Maddison injury.
Yeah, I know. Again, this is Sonny on the sidelines. This was Yang and Sonny saying, "You're up next, kid." Song embraces Yang Min-hyuk after the game. The next one is Heung-min dad watching on as Sonny is going off. Charlie Parrish said, "So lovely for Sonny to get his Spurs goodbye in Korea. I hope the Korean fans know how much we've all adored looking after their hero and how much we love having them at the stadium. Forever welcome." Yeah, I think Spurs, after the 10 years that Sonny stayed here, I think Spurs are always going to be the Korean club, aren't we?
I would hope so. I would really, really hope so. He's there was Sungji Park, wasn't there? Manchester United, who had a big impact, but Sonny was a national treasure, and he has obviously gone on to great success. So hopefully we were able to keep that fan base and see them travelling to Spurs.
Yeah. SZY Comp says, "I hope this becomes a legendary clip in years to come." And that's Sonny and Yang again. Let's hope it's the passing of the baton, and we'll have another South Korean legend in our team as well.
Let's hope so. I will say he is. I didn't realise how rapid he was.
Yeah, he is.
He has got some pace to him.
Yeah. This next one, Sonny and the Spurs' social media girl Hannah, he's just pointing out, stop crying, you're crying again. This is brilliant. And this is the interview that you were talking about. Well, let's just watch this clip quickly. But this is the interview that you were speaking about. I think it got everyone, this interview, didn't it?
Yeah, it's time to say goodbye, so probably you never see me in the Spurs media, unfortunately. Maybe, but Spurs will be always in my heart. And
I just can't deal with it, man. I really can't.
All the best, guys. Look, this is the.
It reminded me of. Do you remember when Pochettino started crying when we got to the Champions League final?
Yeah,
that was tears of obviously. This was that one was very, very hard to watch.
It really was.
Because you could feel it building up.
Yeah, I've watched it 100 times and it still feels the same every time I watch it. It's just like, man, I just can't believe it. The next one is Cuti Romero, his tweet about Son. And he says, "Thank you for all the love today, the fans in Korea. And to you, my brother Sonny, thank you for everything. You leave as an ultimate legend of this wonderful club, Tottenham Hotspur, as you deserved. You fell many times, but kept trying and achieved it in the end. Thank you for everything we shared. Always the best."
Yeah, there's nothing more you can say with what Cuti has said there. There really isn't. Like we've said, there were some dark times during his career with Spurs. He stuck with it. There were times where his form dipped. You never heard him complain when other players would. Just incredible professional footballer. Never on the front pages, always on the back pages for the right reasons. Superstar.
A breakdown of Son Heung-min's 127 Premier League goals, 74 with the right foot, 49 with the left foot, 19 outside the box, 4 headers and 4 penalties. 4 penalties, Brian. That's what we were speaking about the other day. It's only 4.
Yep, and they
Mad.
would have been because Kane was out, or the number one penalty taker was out, and it just showed how two-footed he was. They should have done another one with curlers from outside the box.
Yeah.
That should have been another stat, because that's what he was synonymous with, wasn't he? Those curling shots into the top corner that you could have had two goalkeepers in and they wouldn't have saved them.
Absolutely. But look, that is how the internet did react to Son Heung-min's final game for Tottenham Hotspur yesterday. Just a complete outpouring of emotion. And I don't think it's going to stop there. I think every day that goes by, we're just going to still be as emotional as we were yesterday. But look, that is it. Let us know your thoughts and give your message to Sonny in the comment section below. We do have one final segment to bring to you today, but I'm going to have to run out for a couple of minutes.